India, the cradle of human rights, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legend, and the great grandmother of tradition. Let me start by saluting the words of Mark Twain. This day, August 15 of every year, is a golden day engraved in the history of the world. We got freedom on this day, and it is a day worth of celebration. When we celebrate it, hosting the flag, playing our national anthem with favor distributing sweets, we need to sail back to the past to remember and pay homage to the builders of our nation. My dear friends, we were privileged a lot to have been born in free India. We were able to breathe fresh free air since our birth. If at all we want to know the pangs of agony of being slaves under foreign rule, we must ask our elders who were born before 1947. It was indeed a Himalayan task for every Indian those days to fight those powerful against the British rulers. We must not allow those hard times and struggles fade away from our memories. Today, we have come a long way in the path of free India. We have proved ourselves the worthy of freedom. We are considered as the largest democracy in the world. How proud when Neeraj Chopra made our national flag flutter and Jana Gana Mana played at the background in Tokyo. We are proud of it and feel very happy about all these positive aspects. But are we blind to the black clouds surrounding us? Are we very successful in using our freedom in right manner? If so, why should be there many bomb blasts, killings, attacks on government cases on politicians, and so many unstable governments? Mahatma Gandhiji had institutionalized patriotism through concepts like Hindu Swaraj, Sarvodaya, Satyagraha, etc. Even the lines of great Rabindranath Tagore, where the head is held high, where is the mind without fear, which gives immense pleasure to every Indian. The formulation of our former and the first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, as well as the framework Dr. Ambedkar made our India an ideal nation throughout the world. I would like to depict the major challenges that India faces today. Give the concept of regionalism and give more importance to Indianism. Extremism. It is a form of Maoism and terrorism which leads dictatorship. Just go through Maoist corridor area like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, give them basic structure and development. Such a way we can tackle Maoism. Dr. Abdul Kalam had clearly stated that don't try to become handsome. Please give your hand to some. This is what India should do. We have lots of organization in India, Nehru Yuva Kendra, NCC, NSS. We must encourage patriotic clubs, especially in LP, UP and in high school, and Shanti Sena for college students. We have lots of IT park, digital park, techno park and info park, but we don't have agricultural park. We are belong to agrarian economy and be a eco-preneur. So what we need is that muscles of iron and nerves of steel. I like to conclude this with the Hindi code. ये हिंदू हूँ, मुसलमान भी हूँ, सिख ईसाई भी हूँ, एक इंसान भी हूँ, सारे हिंदुस्तान भी हूँ. जय हिंद.